Okay, so
taking over.
Yes, we're making breakfast.
Yes, we are.
So breakfast this morning is vegetable rice with fish stew.
Okay.
It's going to be as basic as ever. So I'm not, for about 2 years now, I've been experimenting with spices. So I've been doing lesser and lesser of seasoning cubes.
Seasoning cubes, of course.
Yeah, so that's why I'm going to be using spices mainly for everything I'm making this morning. So
that's a lot of spice, though.
Yes, I always use... you know, when you use spices in the right amount, they actually make up what you find in your bouillon cubes. Yes, I even forgot my parsley, because if you put parsley and coriander together, you get almost the same flavor you get from some seasoning cubes. But hey, let's talk about the ingredients in general. So we have pepper paste here. I like using pepper paste for my stews because it enriches it. So it adds to the richness of the stew.
So you said pepper paste and not tomato paste. Is there a reason why you said pepper paste?
Okay, let's just go. This tomato paste, actually.
But it's the paprika.
Yes, is the mixture. So I don't use one type.
Okay.
Like this are two. Usually I even use three. So I usually use the jollof mix, the
pepper onion mix,
and then the tomato paste. So I like to mix them, like use them. This is two different types of paste here. Because it also includes, it also helps with the taste of the stew. So I have carrots here. The carrots and the spring onions are actually for the vegetable rice. So this rice is parboiled. I'll finish with the boiling here, so it gets to its full amount, okay? So, but this is parboiled, actually, so as to speed up the process. Then this is fish. This is kote. So
it's been a while since I've seen kote, funny enough. It's something that I grew up with. I grew up eating kote because it was very accessible and they were like the biggest and most affordable in the market then.
Not the case anymore.
No, not anymore.
I think Panla is the one that holds the candle when it comes to affordability these days.
Exactly.
Yes.
But it's interesting that, okay, so the thing about kote was that it didn't have any scales on it. So it was just
it was easy. We always prayed for my mom to buy kote or titles because you didn't have to cut off anything.
Those scales were so annoying on, what's the other one called again?
Crocker.
The scales were
and then
so
there's
annoying.
another one too with some really weird scales. Okay, so we have pepper mix as well.
Okay.
Then we have onions, I already had them chopped.
Yeah.
Then we have vegetable oil and then my spices. So for my spices, I have salt, I have bay leaf. So I like cooking with bay leaf. But when I'm cooking with bay leaf here, I realize that the big leaf is usually thrown away.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so what I do is I cut it into tiny bits so that you will barely notice when you're swallowing. So it's been cut into tiny bits. Now, of course, you can choose to blend yours. It's fine as well. Then I have garlic here. I have ginger powder. I have curry here. Here is my coriander. I have my cumin here. I never cook stew without cumin because cumin gives my stew a burst of flavor. And then, of course, pepper, crayfish. I have thyme.
Thyme. That one, I know that one. You know what?
Let's take a break. I'll start with the cooking process and I'll tell you just what I've done so far.
All right then, guys, let's take a break. Mary's in the kitchen. We'll be back.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Well,
the artist formerly known as Mary.
Will forever be known as Mary.
She's known as Chef Mary right now.
Okay.
How's it going?
Well, nothing much happening.
Nothing much?
Nothing much, really.
The fish is frying. You said nothing much?
So it's not really much of frying because the idea is just to ensure that the fish is a bit more cooked so that when the stew is ready, is when we just put in the fish and it doesn't have to stay for long. So basically, that's why.
So it doesn't have to cook.
It doesn't have to cook in the stew for too long. So I'm going to take this out now because it's been there for a while. So what I did was put in the oil, heated it. I like to put curry in my oil. Yes, it actually gives a very nice aroma, which influences the stew at the end of the day. So I let the curry go in first, and I put in onions. So what you see here are onions. So now, with the onions well fried, especially alongside the fish, I'm going to put in the pepper mix.
All right. So this pepper mix, what went into that pepper exactly?
So what's in that pepper is shombo.
Okay.
That's chili
Those
pepper.
long ones.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have chili peppers, we have scotch bonnet, we have a bit of tomatoes as well.
So no tatashe.
And tatashe.
Okay.
Yes.
Tatashe.
Yes. I know some people. I know some people say tatashe makes it. Is it thicker or so? But
I think it makes it redder.
Yeah, it makes
it
it
it's like
redder.
the color.
Yeah. So
but then if you have green or yellowish looking tatashe, you've defeated the purpose.
So I avoid wastage. So I'm one of those that will rinse the bowl inside the...
Wow.
Yeah, so I definitely will.
We're on national TV.
Yeah, so I might do that off air, but just know that I will. So, because I avoid it. So yeah.
I was going to say that if you were at a buka now, you would see the pepper floating in the oil. I noticed that you use very little oil. And
Yes.
it's the same oil you use to fry the fish.
Yes.
That you're using for
so the fish is also going to release some oils, which is going to add to the aroma. If you notice, the smell of the pepper has a lot of fishiness in it.
Of course.
Yeah, so that's actually part of the reason I like to do this, fry the fish in the same oil. So now I'm going to let this cook a bit.
Okay.
When it has cooked a bit, I'll add in the tomato paste. Now, note, the tomato puree is coming after because it's stew. If I was making jollof rice, the tomato puree, half of it to go in first. Then when I'm about to put in the rice is when I put the remaining. Don't worry, I have very complicated ways of cooking. Even myself, I
feel like I'm about to write jam and you're going to test me.
I have really complicated ways, so I don't
even know these ingredients anymore. Everything has dabarod in my face.
I don't even put my spices until the stew has boiled.
Wow.
Because these days, unfortunately, the quality of salt we have is poor. So like before that, a pinch of salt would be enough. Yeah. Now you have to use a lot of salt to actually achieve what you want. So I like to put the salt and spices, spices midway, then salt just before it's ready. So
you know what, Mary?
Yeah.
We have a show to start.
Yeah.
We have to take a quick break, start the show again, and then we'll be back in the kitchen. Okay, back in the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen once again.
Yes.
Queen Mary.
Not to the wine me,
Queen Mary has been hard at work in the kitchen with us today, and she has shown us one of her special dishes that she makes at home, and I would love for you to taste it. Please give us the name one more time.
Yeah, so it's vegetable rice and fish stew, basically.
Vegetable rice
so
and
fish stew.
Please have a taste.
Okay. You know what they say that before you even eat, how the food looks kind of like fills you up already. So this, it looks yummy already.
All right, I'm glad.
Let's try it with the stew. Yeah.
You now know how the chefs feel when
No, I always tell folks, like, taste different parts of it. What's your take on the stew? I'm particular about the stew.
He's trying to be... Okay.
I was trying to just make sure that the different, palettes were mixing together in my mouth. Sorry. And so, wonderful, tastes very nice, and pretty good. Pretty good.
There's no seasoning cube. There's actually cumin and salt. That's the magic. Yes. There's no seasoning cube.
There we go.
All right. Okay, it's been a very... You know what? A tasty Thursday today. A spicy Thursday on Wake Up Nigeria. And we've had a lot of fun, and we are so grateful that you joined us. We're going to be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. yet again. Make sure you follow us on social media and, of course, on YouTube. If you missed anything, you can always go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
All right, then, guys.
I want to know your opinion, so let me know what you think of what the food looks like.
Yes,
okay?
indeed.
Yeah.
Very chef here. You don't get to say that.
I want to know your opinion. Please let me know what you make of what it looks like.
Have a great day.
Bye.